Alright, welcome back everyone to iRacing Season 1 2023 at Michigan International Speedway. Today I'm in the C Trucks Fixed Series, NASCAR Truck Series. And we're going to see if we can just finish better than we started and get some championship points here. Alright, as we're coming to green, I'm starting deep in the field here, deep in mid-pack, around 10th. As you can see, already wrecking behind us. Right now, I'm just going to try to wait for the tires to get a little bit warmed up before I start making some crazy moves to the front. I just want to get up front enough away from mid-pack because this is usually where drama happens. So I'm just following this Chevy truck in front of me, trying to be straight with the wheel, trying not to turn too much and use up my tires. As you see, these guys below us are just getting sideways already, eating away those tires. As you can see, they're falling back because they lost a bit of the draft and momentum. It's all about momentum with these trucks at this track. You can see I coasted into the corner and I just suck right back up to the 21. I'm going to try to make a pass here on him. I think better of it right now, just trying to push him. Because I know if we battle right now, the trucks behind us are just going to catch us. And we're not going to make any movement whatsoever to catch the guys in front of us. We'll just be stuck using our stuff up. So it's best to just stay in a single file line here and try to get some momentum going, which we are doing right now. As you can see, the gap close up. You got to be very careful pushing with these trucks. You can get on their bumper on the straightaways at least. You can push on the straights, but you want to be very careful doing it, as we will see later in the video here. You want to make sure you bump straight on that bumper. You can get into the corner panel on the left side a tiny bit, but if you get into the right side, you're going to be spinning that guy out. See, I just suck right up to the back and just kind of push him. I'm barely even touching him. Just trying to give him arrow push, really. And with this new season update, there is dirty air, so as we run behind these guys, we're going to get faster once we start passing some of these dudes. As you see, I decided to get a good run here. And I take him on the outside and pass. And I bring another truck with me that made up 2 spots from that, because we just had a lot of momentum from the draft there. And you can see once I get out into clean air, I catch up to these guys pretty quick. And these guys are battling pretty hard up front. At the top of the screen, you can see that 3 truck there. That's Derek Kraus, a real NASCAR driver. Has a few wins under his belt. So, be cool if we can beat him. These guys are putting on a good race in front of us. And right now I'm okay where I am. I just want to follow these guys and save my stuff because it's going to look to be a long run here. People are racing pretty even and clean, but as the tires wear, guys are going to get a little bit more crazy. As we can see, someone got pushed out into the high line. I try to go low here to make a pass, and I think better of it, so I just let them back by, because we're just going to let the guys behind us catch up, and I don't really want that. I don't want to battle right now. I just want to get these laps in. So I kind of just stay in my lane, trying to keep the wheel straight as possible and not give it too much turn so the wheels don't slide. I sneak in front of the 2 here, and I know the 2 is going to be aggressive, so I just wait for him to make a move on me, and then I'm going to let him by once he does. These guys in front are getting pretty aggressive, so I'm kind of just letting off and holding the bottom line, as I believe it's the safest right now. Gives me a lot of room to avoid these guys if needed. I think about going to the outside. I don't. I let off a bit, but you can see once you let off how quick these guys catch up to you, and it creates some issues. And now I'm locked in this position I do not want to be in right now. Nowhere to avoid if a wreck does happen, so I kind of have to race hard here. I'm going to try to push this CJ truck in front of me, this Toyota. I can't really read that number. But I'm going to push him, try to get in front of this 16 blue truck and this two truck. So you're going to see me kind of just follow him up the track, give him a little nice push into the corner. And you can see he just uses that momentum to sucker right up to the side of the 16. He lets off a bit, doesn't want to risk it. Good move there. Now this 2 truck is trying to file into a line behind me. Now I'm going to try to take the CJ truck low. I'm going to go underneath. The 2 truck goes high. And now I am stuck. I was expecting the 2 truck to come with me. He did not, so now I'm kind of stuck in this line. But CJ's truck here is going to get locked out. Try to push him up the track a little bit. I get back down in line. Just trying to follow the 16 right now, but I'm keeping an eye on the 4 truck on this high side because he's been a little swirly for the past few laps. So I think his tires are starting to wear pretty good. Or he's really sending it. So I'm kind of just riding in the spot right now, following the 16 truck. And now we're building some crazy momentum here with us drafting like this. Because we're all kind of being cautious right now. 2 truck looks low, follows my line. I stay with the 16. Now hopefully this gives us enough momentum that we can just slingshot by this 4 truck and end back up with the 16. See, I back up a little bit. I didn't want to stay in that line. I moved out after getting that bump. Try to go back low. That was a big checkup. It was not worth it. It was a very risky checkup too. It was just me trying to get into the line. I did not want to be down low there. So now I'm trying to push this 4 truck. I go up the track and he kind of comes up with me. I did not expect that. So now I'm just trying to settle in here where I am. These guys up front are racing pretty hard, and it's kind of going to create a checkup for us now. And this is where shit can hit the fan. As you see, the 16 dives into the corner. They all kind of push up the track. Derek sideways there, saves it. I'm going to go low on the 4 truck and follow the 16, give him a push up to the 3. I'm going to give him a nice push into the corner here. I let off early, so I don't check up the field. I see the 2 gaining momentum on me, and now I'm going to have the door closed on me here. I'm going to be stuck on this line, so I'm going to have to make it work now. So I'm going to have to just stay with the 16. And you see this black truck come down in between us, but he goes back up. Me and 4 almost make contact. Now we are 3 wide, and I'm just going to let off here. It's way too risky, and I'm on the apron. I'm not doing that. So I let off. I go back up as the 16 gets loose and wrecks. The 4 comes down and wrecks the 2. And I am, Jesus, avoiding these waves. So I somehow make it through that as we go to pit stops. Now I was thinking about taking 2 tires, but the left side wear was way too much. I had 98% on both sides, so I decided to pit for 4. Now, coming into my pit box here, I kind of sent it in a little bit too deep. As you can see me kind of stomp on the brakes hard there. But it's all right. Not too bad. I just got to not spin my tires on the exit here. And I do exactly that. You can see me almost lose it on the pit road. That would have been pretty embarrassing for my iRating level. Would have been really embarrassing, actually. Alright, and as we come back green here, I'm going to give this Toyota truck a push again. And we're both on the high line here, right where we want to be. Now, it seems like this high line will come in once we get a few laps going on the tires. So these guys are going to really send it on the bottom line here, especially the 6. I take the momentum back down to the bottom, try to get a good run on the 18 here. I go back up to the top when I see this guy in front of the 18 getting loose. We're 3 wide, but I'm on the high line. So I feel comfortable enough up here, but I don't know what's going on below me, so that scares me a little bit. All I hear is inside, inside, inside. 6 makes a dive on the 18 here. I go low just in case the 6 wrecks the 18 into the wall, which almost happened. I think about following the 6, and then I think better of it, and I try to go around the 6, but I didn't get a good enough run, so I go back down low as they wreck behind us. And that will bring out another caution soon. After that short break. Nobody pitted here. I'm on the bottom line once again. Not really where I want to be for this start, as I'm more comfortable on the top. 6 makes a big dive, so I'm paying attention to the 6 car right now as he's making some risky moves out there. Alright, now we're doing this IndyCar bullshit down the back stretch, which is alright, but a little scary when you're back here. I try to follow the 18. And now, right now, time's starting to run out with around 10 laps to go. See, we're racing pretty hard here. I try to fit in line here. And now all I'm doing is trying to push the 18. As you can see, the Toyota is pushing me a little bit. I go back down to this low line, trying to find a groove here. See the 6 check up, and we're going to get a big run here. And my goal is to try to lock the 6 out of this area we're in. I don't want him in my line, especially in front of me. So I go low here. Trying to follow the 18. He checks up a little bit, gets up high. I think about going to the bottom in case they wrecked, but I thought better of it. Now I'm 3 wide, so I kind of just let off here. Try to find an area to fit in, but there is none. I'm completely locked out here. Go back low. Try to stick it to the bottom here. Touch the 18 a tiny bit, barely. Now I'm hoping this Toyota truck behind me can give me a good push up to the 18. 18 comes down, gives us a good draft. Chance to lock out the 12 and 5. He goes back up. Some good lane control. I get into his inside here. Trying to make it move, trying to make it stick. Can't get that good of a run, but I'm going to still speed there. The 12 runs me down a tiny bit. I'm going to get a good run here into this corner. And I'm going to try to stick it right behind the 18. And I'm going to try to slide up just a tiny bit so I can get into line, and I managed to get into line. So now I'm going to push the 18 here so we can try to catch this 6. And remember when I said you have to be very careful with how you push people? Well, here's an example. I'm going to get right to the corner of the 18 here. I try to get on to the middle, and I just wreck him completely. My bad. I apologized over the radio. He didn't like it that much, but, you know, accidents happen. I shrug it off, and now I'm trying to dot down the 6. And caution is out. All right, now we are restarting with 3 laps to go. 2 laps to go, actually. 6 cuts down. A good block by the 6. I get a run on the 5 here. We make a little bit of contact. Not too bad. Just a little bumping and banging. I'm going to try to get into line here if I can. I decide to follow the 3. The 6 comes down to block. I push him up the track. Somehow holds on to it. I think about taking it 3 wide, but I think better of it. I don't want to wreck a real driver. I try to get a good run here on the straightaway. And we're going to run each other down the track again, coming to 1 lap to go. Now, I'm expecting a big wreck here, but you know, you got to send it. You got to get those points. 6 sends it low, 3 blocks. Someone blinks out behind me. Now we're 3 wide. I send it through the middle. I'm getting a good run up on the 5 here. I'm going to go up to block this Toyota truck in front of me. Now I'm just going to hope he pushes me here. He gives me a really good push. Now they're 3 wide in front of me. This is a perfect opportunity for me to get a run. The 3's going to push the 5 up the track. The 6's going to push me up the track. I'm going to slide it through. And then I think about going to the bottom on the 3, but I know he's going to block me, so I fake it and go to the top. And he still gets me. And that was just for 3rd place. And now, that was the race. That was for 3rd place. Derek Kraus, the iRacing king and the real legend of racing, beat me. These guys won. You know, that's position 1, 2, and 3 up on the screen. I finished 4th. Here's the rest of the grid and where they finished. If you were in this video, you know, shout out to you. Some good racing. If you were somebody I wrecked, I apologize. You know. Yeah. Good time. Thank you for watching. Bye.